Hello everyone, I'm Tintin57, welcome back, and we're back here with another road maintenance simulator. So in the last one, which was the first look, we repaired a pothole in the road, which was pretty interesting. We'll jump in today. I don't know what it's going to give us to do, see if we get something a little bit different. We want to continue the game, don't we? Hopefully we'll get to use a different vehicle, but let's see. We'll see what it gives us. So just while it's loading, don't forget that this comes out tomorrow, which is Thursday the 7th of April, and it's coming out on all consoles. And I was looking on Amazon in the UK. It's about 22 quid, I think, in the UK, so it's not too bad. It's not a full price game, and it looks really good. We'll pick up another job. Yeah, a couple of you guys after the first video also told me that you quite enjoyed the first look and you're planning to pick this up. You're quite excited about that, so that's good to know. That's what it's all about, just being able to show you what's coming up. And today we are going to replace a guardrail on Federal Road. So this time, guardrails on the Federal Road were totaled. It's total mayhem out there. You now need to replace the damaged guardrails with new ones. What does that mean? A whole lot of work. You need to load up the necessary materials, cordon off the work area with barriers for as long as the work lasts, dispose of the damaged guardrails, put everything back in place in the materials warehouse. Now get to it. Oh, I see. So you can take a couple of jobs here. That's what those green circles are. I didn't realise that. You can use the thumbstick to go up and down, and you can choose which job you want out of those 4 that are available. So we got the guardrail one first, didn't we? So let's go for the guardrail one. We'll select that. So we need to take the vehicle with the warning system. I think this is the same vehicle as last time. It's fine. Let's just do that. So we'll just come over to the garage where we find the yellow circle. Pop that open. I suppose it gives us a chance to get to know one vehicle before we start moving into others. Let's start it up. So we need to go to the warehouse. So there is a handbrake. That's the handbrake. L3 is the handbrake. So before you can move, you can press L3. I don't find these buttons very intuitive. I mean, it's telling me press L3, but you know, there's nothing in the options that tells me what these buttons actually do. I hope that gets added to a newer release. This. Oh, we got a steamroller over there. That'll be good. Probably just called a road roller now, because I guess they don't work on steam like they used to. I think they're commonly known as steamrollers though. Let's just park up. Jump out with triangle. Okay, so we need to open the tailgate. And we're going back for traffic beacon bases again, so we've got to close the road as we did last time. But we need 10 this time, so this is a bigger job, this is a bigger area. So let's get these loaded up. This may take us a while. So the jobs, I'm assuming the jobs are, there are 30 jobs to do in total. And I would say they vary in length of time to complete. This one is going to take us more time. So you can automatically load the remaining items if you don't want to do that. But you know what? We're going to do it for the purposes of this. I guess if you're playing this solid and you're doing job after job after job, some players may get a bit tired of doing this and may find this a little bit repetitive. So it's good they've put that in to give you the option to skip this if you want to. But we'll do it because we're demonstrating the game, so. We've got 2 more of these to do. And then we need the beacons. So let's get the beacons. Now, I'm looking for it turning green again because it's difficult, as we saw last time, to see that cursor turning green. At least we haven't got far to walk with these. That's 4 out of 10. And once again, it's given us the option if we want to skip that. So the next one is to load the tools. So here are tools, looks like a drill. Pick that up. Now load the guardrails. So where are the guardrails? Let's have a look. They're not there. Where's the guardrails then? Are these the guardrails? Nope, they're not the guardrails. Right, let me look. Are these the guardrails? Aha, here we go. So we need 4 of these. These will be the replacement ones for the ones that they say have been totaled. If someone's hit the barriers, I hope they've took away the vehicle. That noise you can hear in the background is the noise of the main road just outside the depot. It sounds actually like various pieces of machinery. It doesn't quite sound like a road. But that's what it is. So, mobile traffic light bases, we know where these are because we loaded these up last time. So it looks as if this equipment is always going to be in the same places every time. So after a couple of these missions, you'll learn exactly where you need to go, I think, which will make it a bit quicker to complete. So just while we're doing this, as I said, thanks for the feedback on the first video. I'm pleased that people are interested in this. It's always nice to be able to show something off and know that people are also intending to pick this up. And we can always share tips and tricks and things in the chat. And it's also nice that, certainly from the PS5 point of view, the PS5 is and the Series X are quite advanced, of course. And it's nice that games like this, which are just small titles, are still coming to the PS5 and Series X. Let's just pick the wheelbarrow up. And store that in there. We're pretty full today. So we'll close the tailgate. That's everything we need. And we need to now go to the work site. So this is where, if you saw the first video, I have to make sure I'm following the right direction to the work site. So let's do that. Are the gates closed? The gates have closed. So it looks like in between missions, the gates will close. And there we go. Let's jump back in. So this time, I need to start that again. Yeah, jumping out does stop the engine. We do actually need to turn right this time. So I'm going to get out in front of this next car. He'll wait for us. Okay, so we're definitely on the right track this time, which is good. Yeah, it's just a bit sensitive, the steering. But it's workable. Oh, there we go. No wonder the barriers are getting totaled. Okay, we're turning right here. So it's telling us to stop. Let's have a look. There's nothing coming. I think we can carry on. So we're going to a new area of the map that we've not been to before so far. I haven't got an idea yet of how many total kilometers this map is, or how big it is if we were to drive all the way around. Perhaps in a future video we can just take a circular drive of the map and just find out how big it is. But I guess we're here for the jobs mainly, rather than the size of the map and driving, although the size of the map means we potentially can get a lot more jobs added in the future. I know a couple of you guys have commented that you like the look of the game and the stuff that you're going to do in the game, but you were just a bit concerned it might be over too quickly, so I'll try and get some information on that if I can from Aerosoft. Now, I need to do a U-turn here. Nothing in the mirrors. Now, you see, that's another thing I was going to mention. The mirrors are working. Is the right-hand mirror? The right-hand mirror is working as well. So you remember if you've played on the road. Yep. Okay. Stop pumping. If you played on the road, there was an issue with the mirrors working for quite some time. And they fixed that going forward over several releases. In this game, different developer, but published by Airsoft, but the mirrors do work in this one. You can see the car drove past and it immediately appears in the mirror, so that's good to see. And now we need to put the beacon on. Let's do that. If I can remember how to look at the outside view. That's the outside view. Right, so we want to move it so people go around us, so that's in the right position now. So I'm going to jump out of here. I presume it's this guardrail we're going to... Is it this guardrail we're going to replace? We'll find out. Let's drop the tailgate. Take the wheelbarrow out. So we'll drop that there. And we want the... Let's have a look where these traffic light bases are going. We've got one there. I think... Oh, we've got one right over there. Okay. So let's put the first one down. And now I've blocked the way, of course, with the wheelbarrow. So we'll just put that one straight down. Let's place this traffic light whilst we're here. So we're not doing it in order, but let's get the light there, then at least we're safe from this side of the road. We'll use the wheelbarrow, I think, this time. And we'll take the light and the base. If we can get both of those in. Oh, it's just too far away to get that. We're gonna have to go around the other side. I'll tell you what, let me take the wheelbarrow all the way around. And we'll open this up. Put that in. Hopefully we can carry something as big as the light. Is it letting us take the light? Okay, can't select that for some reason. Right, in that case we're not taking the wheelbarrow. Let's just take that. Bit strange. Hopefully when I've placed this it'll let us come back. Maybe you need to place... Before you can pick up the traffic light, you actually have to have a base placed down to enable it. So let's go and check now. Because for the first one, we did put the base down first. I think from Train Sim World 2, I'm missing the ability to run But I guess in this game, where safety is a big thing, you wouldn't run on a work site, and certainly if you're a workman here, you wouldn't run. Have you ever seen workmen running? They're usually sat in the cab, aren't they? They set up all the traffic lights, disrupt the road, and then you come back and they're not even doing their job. They're sat inside reading a paper. That's my experience. So yeah, so we need to place the base first. So it's letting me carry this. It's letting me carry this traffic light now. So we're good. We'll get this set up. What we might find, as last time, as soon as I put this in, one of the lights will change, and some of the traffic will start coming through. So we'll just have to be careful. So now we need to put down the bases for these beacons. Then we can get this work area cordoned off. It's this barrier here. It said it was total mayhem, and the barriers were totaled, but I can't see that there. They look pretty good to me. They look old, but they don't look totaled. That's fine. Let's get some bases in here. And get 3 at once, remember, in the wheelbarrow. So that's what we'll do. Get those placed and come back for some others. Just plonk that there. There's 1, 2, 3. Back again. Three more of these. And back we go. So the traffic may only start coming through once I've put these barriers down, I assume. So if you think about it, the traffic behind me, if these barriers are not down, they'll just try and come into this lane once they've got around my truck. So it makes sense that we need to put these down first. And just make the safe area, bring it down to 1 lane. So we've done 6 out of 10. We're just going to have an odd number now. We'll be able to put 3 in here, then we're going to have to run back and get the last one. Although we can also add, of course, a couple of the actual beacons themselves to that. I'm actually finding this game really quite good. It's I've only played it with you guys in these videos. This is the second mission. This is really the second mission that I've done, and this is the second video. So I'm going to try and play it all the way through in a series of these videos, so you can have a look at it. So you can make an informed decision then whether it's something you're interested in picking up. But probably, you know, once I get to the end of the 30 jobs, then I will probably repeat them. And I'll repeat them off stream, if as it were. Right, let's start putting these in. Let's just take this base as well. That's all the base is done then. Quite a bit of traffic building up now, but they'll soon be on their way. So we'll get loaded up now with 3 beacons. Then it's asking us to pick up tools. So then I assume with the drill we're going to take the bolts out of that barrier and take the old one off. So we can put the new one on and then take it back to the depot and dispose of the scrap metal. Get these in. Looks like this particular task of setting up the beacons, setting up the traffic lights is something that's going to occur quite a lot within the 30 missions. Obviously, in this one, removing the barrier and replacing it is a new thing, but setting up your work areas is certainly going to be something that needs repeating quite often. And now I need to go around the other side because we can't reach those. Put another 3 in there. I do like games like this though. I'm fine with games like this. You know, this is never gonna make a games showcase for the PS5. It seems to be all things like God of War and games like that for the PS5, which personally I'm not interested in at all. Never have been. These sort of, you know, very fictional monsters and legends and myths and stuff. It's not my type of thing at all. And yet, you know, hidden away in the PlayStation Store are things like... Oh, I've done it again. Hidden away in the PlayStation Store are things like this, which I actually quite enjoy. And for 22 quid, you know, that's not, you know, that's not bad. 22 quid's not bad for the amount of fun you'll get out of this. And as I say, once we've been through on stream and completed all the missions, you'll be able to see how many hours game time there are for that 22 quid as well. So I keep looking out for these. There is another game coming out on consoles that I'm interested in, which is also published by Airsoft. And there's the traffic now starting to come through, now that everything's safe. Just giving them a wave as they pump at me going past. Yes, there is another game published by Airsoft coming out on May the 12th, which is Tourist Bus Sim, which is already out on PC. And actually, that looks quite good. I will try and get a copy of that to show off from the PS5 perspective. Because we've got Train Sim on the channel. I did play Bus Sim, the first Bus Sim I played, right the way through to Platinum. I didn't play the newer Bus Sim because I know it didn't get very good ratings from everybody. So I haven't played a Bus Sim now for quite a while, so I was pretty interested in that one, to be honest. So that's May the 12th, so that's just over a month away, so we'll try and get that one. That's good. Oh, this is quite fun. Just hold circle. So now, can I lift this? Oh, excellent. Can lift this now and take this back to the truck. I'll tell you what, there's some angry drivers around here. They don't have to use the horn every time they go past. Give it a rest, guys. It's one of your lot that's hit these barriers in the first place. So we'll do the next barrier. A guardrail, I should be calling it. 4 of these to do. Did that do it? No. That's because I'm not pointing to it. That's it. And the next one. Come on. This one's taking a while. Now, is there something up with this one? Or is this the one that's been hit and therefore, you know, it's taken a while to come off? I'm not sure. It's not letting us do it. That's odd. You know, can I get around the back and do it? For some strange reason. No, we definitely need to be on the circle, I think. There's the bolts. Right. Maybe it's to do with the angle you get. Let's try from this angle. Aha, okay, that one just took more time. I was worried about that. I thought we'd come across our first glitch, but we're okay. Just need a bit more patience. That one must have been so bashed in that it was taking longer to actually get off. So we're good. Right, let's take this one off. Okay, we're on 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Right, that's 20. So I was just counting to see if there's a minimum you have to do it. I think that's 25. That's it. Yeah, so it was about 30. That's about 30. So I think, you know, that's good. You saw the first ones came off pretty quick. These ones are taking longer. So I guess that's more realistic because the more damaged, you can see this one is more damaged than the rest. The more damaged they are, the longer they're taking to come off. I'm fine with that, as long as it's working. So we'll just keep doing this until we loosen it. Hopefully putting the guardrails back up again is an easier task. Right, so we've got that one. Take this one back. And we've got one more to do. So let's finish this one. That's that. Actually, you know what? Ignore me. I've realised what I'm doing here. So, when I was drilling, I was watching the button on the right hand side of the screen with showing the circle. I wasn't holding on long enough. So you have to hold on until the button fills up. So there you go. That's a learning process for me too. So it actually seems to not take longer with how much damage there is. That's me not paying attention. So this might be the same thing. So the circle. So what I was doing, if you look at the circle there, I was doing that and not filling it up. Whereas now, if I keep my finger on it until it comes to the top, it's done. So once again, it's just a learning process. So I keep my finger on it, straight in, no problem. So we've worked that one out. So let's get this one in. There's something quite satisfying about this. I can't put my finger on it, but... Right, so we're in business here. We know what to do with these. So this shouldn't take us as long. Got two more to put in. Those guys are not giving it a rest, are they? I mean, the traffic's moving well. They're not being held up very much. There's only a row of about 5 cars at each side by the time, you know, they're coming to move. They need to live near me. They'd be sick of it. Right, let's get this last one on. Those guardrails are looking, on the back of the truck, are looking way more bashed than they were when I actually removed them. Put that there. Get that drilled in. That's good. Right, so we need to put the drill back on the back. So that's that. And we need to start dismantling all the safety stuff. Let's go to the top first. So the traffic beacons, the bases, and then finally the traffic lights. Then we'll be on our way. So put that there. Let's take this one first. So we can just take 3 at once. So we're going to have a little bit of to-in and fro-in with this. It might take us several trips to do it. At least you can just put these anywhere and it sorts it themselves into where they need to go. Don't forget that one. You're just to stand in the right place to be able to pick those up. It's a little bit unforgiving. There's just a hot spot where you need to be within to be able to get that sufficiently. Right, so let's get these on. And of course, when we get back to base, we're going to have to unload all this as well. So I've noticed there's no kind of, apart from doing the jobs, there's no sort of currency or anything. So you don't get, you don't get paid for doing the jobs as such. So there's, there's nothing you can customize in the game with, in-game money. So the objectives of the game are literally to do the jobs only. So you've got the 30 jobs to do. I'm thinking perhaps they could have introduced something like that. If you do you could get rated for each job, perhaps would have been a nice idea. And depending on how high your rating is for a certain job, you could have been paid some fictional money, which you can then use to customize your vehicles, etc. But then again, if you're working for the local council, I guess all the vehicles are a standard type, standard livery. It's something they could introduce in the future, I guess. If it's a popular game, I'm sure it will be. It's very niche, but I think those of us that like simulators will be playing this and will quite like it. Right, so we're getting there. We've not got many left to do. Let's take this one. There's 2 more sets of these to do. Then we can get the traffic lights on board. It's also quite a big job for one guy to do this, isn't it, really? That's the other thing. You would expect a team of chaps or lassies doing this in a real life situation. But, you know, a title like this is never going to have multiplayer. It's just too small a game for that. Right, let's get this last one in. I still haven't seen the trophy list, by the way. As I mentioned in the last video, the trophies are awarding, but because the game doesn't release until tomorrow, it's not syncing those trophies with the PlayStation Network, so I can't actually see the list right now. As soon as I can find out what those are, we'll have a chat about those. Let's get these traffic lights in. Now, for this traffic light, I can hopefully grab both of these things and put them in. But is the traffic light itself too big for the wheelbarrow? Let's see. It is. Yeah, it is. Right, so we can't do that. We've got to carry this because it's too big for the wheelbarrow. Put that there. So just this base, load the wheelbarrow, and we should be good to go back to complete the job. And get everything unloaded again. I think I've got both tailgates down as well, both sides. So need to get those fixed. Put that on there. I'm always doing that. That's it. Close these up. Switch off the warning system, which we do with the D-pad. Let's just get in. So the D-pad. That's that done. Okay, so now we need to drive to the service yard. Handbrake's on, so we'll set that off. That's a very nice job we did there. Pleased with that. Let's try this outside the cab view. With our sensitive steering. Very small movements seem to throw you across the road, but it's fine, we'll get there. So this is, of course, set in Germany, which is why we're driving on this side of the road. So this is the depot. We don't have far to go. The gate should be open still. There we go, let's turn in. Now, we're going back to unload, so I think we would go to the same place. Just looking for the marker. It says we've gone past the marker. Unless it's just actually get to the service yard. Let's try. Yes, it is. So there was no marker for that one. Unload the wheelbarrow. Put the wheelbarrow back. So here we go with the unloading. Need to get the damaged guardrails out. Now, yeah, all the skips are down here, aren't they? We found that last time. So this one's the scrap metal. This shouldn't take us too long. And that will be our mission completed. See what I mean? These are really bashed now, compared to what they looked like when we actually took them off. Perhaps not the total mayhem that it was described in the description at the beginning. But this has been quite a good job to do. Quite enjoyed this. I'm not sure actually how long we've been running, but you can see this mission's taken some time to do. Wasn't a super quick one. And I'm not sure this is a game you would play solid for hours and hours, but you could certainly jump on each day and do one mission. And you'll not lose interest. I think that's the way I'm going to actually play this. Something new every day. Let's unload the tools. Where's the drill? It's right over there. Can I reach it? Probably not. So we'll open this tailgate as well. And that goes down on a table here. Down. Traffic beacon bases. Okay, we know about this one. We've done this a few times, excuse me. Yeah, that traffic noise seems a bit odd outside the service yard. Same 3 or 4 things on repeat. And for the amount of time you spend in here at this side of the service yard doing the loading and unloading, you do actually really notice it. Especially through the headset. But that noise is preferable to all that honking of the horn. So I'm going to ignore the prompt about the unloading. Let's do this all manually. In later videos, I may skip some of that, then you don't have to sit through watching that the whole time. So we've got 3 of these left. Everything back and in its proper place. Oh, done that again. Yeah, if you just slightly catch that tailgate with the cursor, you're going to see that a lot. I keep flipping that up and down. So that's the beacon bases. So let's get these actual beacons back now. And we've got 10 of these. So we're nearly there. There we go again. Hopefully I'm not giving you motion sickness. It's different when you're playing on the controller yourself with all this moving around. Your brain's already telling you where you're going to move, so you're prepared. But when you're watching it on a stream or on a video, I know there's a chance that you can get a little bit of motion sickness. So we've got these remaining ones. And the loading and unloading is of course part of the job, which is why I wanted just to show it the first couple of times, to give you a real sort of appreciation of the length of these missions, really. It says if you've got the option to skip it, you may choose to do that, but there we go again. End to end. It's good to know how long the missions are when there are only 30 missions in the game. This is the last of the beacons. So now we've got the traffic lights and the bases, so let's put the bases back. We know where these go now. We're used to this. Let's take one of these, being as it's in grabbing distance. That's the traffic lights in, just one more base to go. I think it's around this side, yeah. So we get the tailgates closed, and I think we'll go and park back up in the garage after this. There's one. Two. Right, let's get parked up. Start up. Let's reverse in. Take us straight back in. Let's put the handbrake on and we'll jump out. And there's another trophy called Screwdriver. So I'm assuming there's, for each type of job, there's probably a different trophy. So that's the end of the mission. So it's asking us to go straight back to the office now to pick the next mission up. So once again, quite enjoyed that. A bit of variety on the first one. We did potholes in the first mission, and this time we were replacing the guardrails. Let's close the gate because we're finishing for today. We don't want people wandering in and taking all our materials or scrap metal. Get that closed off. So yeah, it's a good mission. We can see in the office there's several waiting for us, so we'll pick that up next time. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope it's given you a chance to have a look at something different to the first video. And take care. I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.